Okay, my Love Island fans, we got to talk about what happened in Spain in this episode. Two new bombshells into the villa. The girls spy on the boys having a speed date with the two bombshells, and Phoebe catches Mitchell playing a secret game of truth or dare, which put their relationship in doubt. Welcome back to Romance Review TV. It's Lady T. I got another recap for you guys. Love Island Australia Season 4, Episode 11. And without any further ado, let's unpack this drama. Okay, so we came off of yesterday's episode where the hideaway was open once again for Austin and Claudia, which of course had them grow their relationship so much so that they're fighting over pretty much who is moving where. She wants her to move where he is, he wants to move where she is, and don't want her to leave her family. So these two, honestly, I think they're going to go far. They came back into the bedroom area with everybody to share the news, and pretty much they talked about their conversation about especially how Claudia felt when Austin told her he didn't want her to leave her family and that he was willing to move where she is. So they are doing great. So there are two bombshells on the way. However, prior to their arrival, the girls get a text saying they're off on a day out together. And yeah, they're excited. However, not so fast, because later it was revealed to them that they're actually going to be spying on the boys while they're speed dating with the two new bombshells. Now, I think this is a pretty interesting twist. And yeah, we also heard when the cat's away, the mice will play, which of course Column is the one that said that in a conversation in the beach hut. So the ladies sneaked back in and went through the secret door to get back into the room where they can actually watch the boys while they interact with the two new bombshells. So they were watching the boys just have conversations with each other before the bombshells came in until Austin got that text stating that there are two new bombshells coming in the villa. And they were so excited, it really pissed the girls off because they were like, what are you so excited for? You're already coupled up. So, speaking of our bombshells, we have model Vaku, who's 27, and she's interested in Column. She was like, look at him, look at me, a bit of swirl going on. I saw Layla, I don't think much, but that's how she was discussing her. And then, of course, we also have Phoebe, who is 21, Phoebe H. She has a big personality. She claims she got a cute butt, and she definitely thinks she's the whole package. And she also says that she's most interested in Jordan. So, Stella, watch out. So as I said before, the boys were excited, waiting for the girls to come in. And of course, the girls were on pins and needles to see how their guys were going to react. The girls got set up on their dates, ready to receive each boy. And the first guy was Jordan. Now, that conversation was pretty interesting that he had with Vaku, because as much as he's sold on Stella, it seems he is also open for conversation and willing to talk. So I know that probably that's something that was unsettled with Stella because they have been so great together. But yeah, she might want to keep her eyes open when it comes to that because it seems like he is open. Next up is Tak. Now, Tak had a conversation with Vaku, and I'm glad he's actually seeing what I'm seeing because he said that his coupling with Maddie seems one-sided. It is, because he's putting in all this work and she's not feeling him, even though he's being super nice to her. She's stuck on this whole height thing and looking for a vibe, and you can tell it really didn't bother her because she had a light smile on her face. Next up was Column. Now, Column told Vaku that he was only coupled up with Layla for 3 days when they actually was coupled up for a whole week. And she made that known when she had her little response to that. You can tell by her face, like, dang, 3 days? We've been together a week? Okay, but he's open, talking about Love Island. This is Love Island. This is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I get it. But at what point are you going to settle down and choose someone, Column? Then there is Mitchell. Mitchell's discussion with Phoebe H, because he did talk to Vaku, but the conversation with Phoebe made Phoebe, she was pissed. After telling Phoebe, he made it clear that with any new bombshells that come in, he wasn't open to getting to know them. He tells Phoebe H, I haven't fallen in love, but I'm falling. We can still hang out. We can talk. Whatever happens, you know. Yeah. Phoebe was pissed. She was like, you make it feel like we're open when you're apparently not. You need to get your crap together, Mitch. Yeah, she was pissed. And Phoebe, just wait till later because it's not over yet. But we'll talk about that when we get there. Mitchell, I don't think he's 100% sold. He wants the whole full Love Island experience. Well, just wait to Casa Amor. Now it is Austin's turn, and Austin made it perfectly clear to both the new bombshells that he is 110% into Claudia. And Claudia was happy about that. Her man is loyal. He's a Taurus like I am. We are fiercely loyal when we're 100% sold. And then there's Al. Al had a conversation that set Jess off. The fact that he couldn't even remember her name. When Vaku says, who you couple up with, he was like, what's her name? Jess. Oh my God. And they've been together over a week. The entire bedroom of girls were shocked. And I think Vaku was kind of shocked as well. Because she was like, how do you not remember the name of the person you're not coupled up with? I'm like, Al, come on. Oh, I was so hoping for those two. But I don't know. It looked like it's going to go way left. And looked like he also had a connection with Phoebe H too. And that did not sit well with Jessica at all. But he was like, hey, I'm open. This is Love Island. Sorry, Jess. I'm like, dang, Al, don't do this. So now the speed dates are over. They get a text message saying it's up to them on whether to tell the truth about it now or however they want to handle it. Now, it's interesting the conversation with Vaku because she said the guy who got the best sex was Tak, and she think Colum was the worst because he would be so focused on himself. And I actually agree with that. Now, the girls return. They meet up with the guys. They had to fake it until they make it to get past the fact that they know everything that went down with the speed dates. Now, that's the one thing about this sister code, because as much as she was interested in breaking up some of these couples, she also reported back to the girls who man was trash and who were the good guys, which she brought up Austin and Mitchell, which put a smile on Phoebe and Claudia's faces. So, but when it came to Jess, because she wasn't too happy about the fact of what happened with Al, Stella is still kind of confused about what's going on with Jordan. And Layla, yeah, you should already know what you're dealing with when it comes to Column. Yeah, it's a hot mess. Now, at the end of the evening, this is when they decide to reveal themselves as being spies. We had Phoebe decided to put some folks on blast. And yeah, she went there. I mean, she put Al on blast. She put Column on blast for everything that happened on their speed dates. And they were shocked. When she revealed that they were actually watching every minute, Al was like, ooh, yeah, you should be, Al, because how do you forget Jessica's name? Jessica is pissed at you. And as for Column, yeah, he got checked too, because he's just being F-boy central, but he's self-proclaimed. So, and Layla made that definitely known when she had her little sidebar conversation with Column, letting him know, like, look, you told that girl we was only together for 3 days when we've been together for a week, and you keep bringing up this whole thing about, oh, this is the Love Island experience. And he was like, well, look, but then he talked his way out of it. Okay, go figure. The conversation was very interesting between Mitch and Phoebe, because as much as Vaku kind of saved him a little bit, he still wants the full Love Island experience. This guy wants to go on several dates. He don't want to be locked down 100% with Phoebe, even though he's telling her one thing, but he's saying something totally different in the beach hut. But at the end of the day, he saved face, and I guess they're on the same page. But crazy Phoebe is going to come out if he don't quit. Now, as for Tak and Maddie, she got the nerve to question him about him saying that the relationship is one-sided, because he's absolutely correct, Maddie. And you know this because you're not feeling him. And then she's going to try to say, well, I felt the same way too. And then she realized that she'll be lying. So then she said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and end this. I'm not feeling it. I thought I would find a spark, but it's not there. And that kind of broke Tak's heart, because he did above and beyond for Maddie, and it pretty much hit a brick wall with her. So unfortunately, Tak, you got to open up your horizons. Jess, oh my God, I couldn't wait for this one. Jess was pissed. She told him how, after being together for a week, did you not know my name or remember my name? And he was like, yeah, that conversation that you had with Vaku, yeah, you didn't remember your girl's name. And of course that pissed her off, and as she should be. But then she got real, let's say, feisty with him, and he almost stick that whole wine glass down his throat. But in the meantime, he found that extremely attractive. The jealous, crazy side of Jessica attractive. And then you heard the music in the background talking about toxic. That's a toxic relationship. Why do you need to trigger someone to get a reaction out of them so you can find out if they really want to be with you? Anyway, it bonded them both together, and I'm like, girl, you just came out of that with Connor. Speaking of Colum had this whole idea of a truth or dare with the Bombshells, which is about to go left. So on this whole uncharacteristic twist, Mitchell, who is incredibly strong relationship with Phoebe, decides that it would now be a good time to get to know the new Islanders with this whole sexy game of truth or dare, but only with Colum and the Bombshells in secret. Colum is the first to take the dare. The girls are suspicious, so Phoebe and Claudia decide to hide behind a wall. And yeah, this is when the troubles start, because we see Vaku licking Colum behind the neck, and then the trouble begins.
Hot,
Shut
bro.
up!
We get hot. I'm gonna take my top off. We get hot. We get hot, bro.
You alright?
No. You should get fucked.
Who's the dead?
Yeah, so Phoebe walked around the corner, see everything that's going on. She's distraught because she catches Mitchell undoing his shirt and pants in front of Phoebe H. And she is beside herself. She bursts into tears while Stella is consoling her before saying, it feel like I want to throw up. She falls to the ground. She's hysterically crying. Stella's trying to hold her. So we got to stay tuned to find out if both Mitchell and Phoebe can move on from this whole drama, because it's not looking good for the two of them. Okay, so let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Mitchell and Phoebe can, get back on track, or do you think they need to move away from each other? Because it looks like Mitchell is ready to explore other options. He feel kind of smothered being in this whole coupling with Phoebe. So we'll see how this all unfolds. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.